the fact that he went with Mini Soldier as his name, I mean, you even gonna be mini in your fantasy life? Hi, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the page. My name is Reese Waters, and I'm troubled. Here I am, minding my own business, all excited to present to y'all part 2 of the Springfield Racist of the Week, when I start getting notifications that there are calls from GOP officials for Mark Robinson to bow out of the governor's race in North Carolina. Not this Mark Robinson.
Mark Robinson, he's out there, he's fighting.
A very good man.
This is Martin Luther King on steroids. I think you're better than Martin Luther King. I think you are Martin Luther King times 2.
I think he's going to go down as one of the great leaders in our country. I've been with him a lot. I've gotten to know him, and he's outstanding. He's outstanding in presentation, but he's probably even more outstanding in heart. Somebody that we have to be very, very careful. We have to cherish. We have to cherish Mark. He's a star. You have to cherish him. Amen. It's like a fine wine, because that's what you have. You have a fine wine. He's an outstanding person. I've gotten to know him so well and fairly quickly.
Oh, what I'm gonna do without Mark Robinson? What I'm gonna do without Mark Robinson? I mean, why could they possibly be calling for Mark Robinson to resign now? I mean, we've already been through this.
Quote here, Livingston said Robinson usually came in with a pizza, purchased a preview of an adult film, and went into a private booth to watch it and eat.
I'm sorry, did he said pizza, right? Pizza?
This idiotic guy was on stage with Candace Owens a few days ago and asked her, what America are we going back to make America great again? The one where women couldn't vote or black people were swinging from trees? I would say to him, if I was standing in front of him, I absolutely want to go back to the America where women couldn't vote.
And this?
Called to be led by men. God sent women out when he was supposed to do, when they had to do that thing. But when it was time to face down Goliath, sent David. Not DeVita, David.
And this?
Everybody knows that abortion in this country is not about protecting the lives of mothers. It is about convenience. It is about abortion on demand. That is exactly what it's about. It's about killing a child because you aren't responsible enough to keep your skirt down.
And this?
Some liberal somewhere is going to say that sounds awful. Too bad. Get mad at me if you want to. Some folks need killing. It's time for somebody to say it. It's not a matter of vengeance. It's not a matter of being mean or spiteful. It's a matter of necessity.
Yes!
I'm wore out, I'm tired. But here it is. Whenever I think about being wore out, being tired, you know, somebody get this on their phone and probably end up on Facebook with it. I ain't no little weak gymnast that quits when going to get stuff. My generation is cut from a different cloth. Now, I don't quit when the going gets stuck. Been plenty of times when I've been in the car, tired, dog tired, want to turn around and go back home. You see, I'm not doing this for myself. I'm not like somebody out there flipping around on TV on some monkey bars out there trying to get a gold medal for myself.
And this. Robinson have the 2021 North Carolina Republican Party convention when you told a bunch of white people that black people owed reparations for slavery. What could this possibly be? Well, let's check it out. Oh, we got an editor's note. The below story contains language. All right. We're off to a good start. Mark Robinson, the controversial and socially conservative Republican nominee for governor of North Carolina, made a series of inflammatory comments on a adult message board more than a decade ago, in which he referred to himself as a, you know what, I'm gonna have to come up with a saying, but y'all want to just go with Nacho? Like, I've used Nacho in the past. Let's go ahead and go with Nacho, because I'm not trying to follow Candace Owens. He referred to himself as a black Nacho and expressed support for reinstating slavery. Wow. Well, you know what? That actually makes a lot of sense, because that one time that he said that black people actually owe reparations for slavery, it makes sense if he's trying to reinstate it. If he thinks that it was some kind of summer camp, then it would make sense that he thinks that we need to pay for said summer camp, like, because we got that camp for free for decades. Despite a recent history of anti-transgender rhetoric, Robinson said he enjoyed watching transgender work and review of archive messages found in which he referred to himself as a perv. Okay, the comments, which Robinson denies making, predate his entry into politics and current stint as North Carolina's lieutenant governor. It must have been in his backsliding days. They were made under a username that CNN was able to identify as Robinson by matching a litany of biographical details and a shared email address between the two. So you have a whole fake identity, but you maintain all the same biographical information? Is that what you did, Mark Robinson? You made up an alter ego that had all the same biographical information and the same email? Many of Robinson's comments were gratuitously lewd in nature. They were made between 2008 and 2012 on Nude Africa, a website that includes a message board. The comments were made under the username Mini Soldier, a moniker Robinson used frequently online. Now, first of all, my shock that he was on Nude Africa. His best argument that it wasn't him is that it was called Nude Africa. Do I sound like the kind of person that would be on Nude Africa? Or anything Africa for that matter? That is the only defense that he could possibly have. The fact that he went with Mini Soldier as his name, I mean, you even gonna be mini in your fantasy life? Robinson listed his full name on his profile, as well as an email address he used on numerous websites across the internet for decades. My man didn't even get a burner email. I mean, they free. CNN is reporting only a small portion of Robinson's comments on the website, given their graphic nature. So this is just a small portion of what was said. Many of Robinson's comments stand in contrast to his public stances on issues such as abortion and trans rights. Publicly, Robinson has fiercely argued people should use bathrooms that only correspond to the gender they were assigned at birth. He's also said transgender women should be arrested for using women's restrooms. If you're a man on a Friday night and all of a sudden Saturday you feel like a woman and you want to go into the women's bathroom in the mall, you'll be arrested or whatever we got to do to you. He said that at a campaign rally in February. We're going to protect our women. Yet, privately, under the username Mini Soldier on the site, Robinson graphically explained his own excitement as an adult from the memory of perpetrating a fraud to get himself into the women's showers as a 14-year-old. He recounted the story as a memory that he still apparently fantasized about. Wow, he went into whole detail. He talking about the vent covers and overlooking the shower. How does he have this vivid of a memory of something that happened when he was 14? He clearly has replayed this many times in his head, or he has drawn a diagram in the years since. Something like that. CNN couldn't even publish all of the details of Robinson's story that he relayed to the public under the moniker Mini Soldier with his same biographical information and same email. Well done. In other comments, Robinson discussed his affinity for trans work. I like watching. Man, they really trying to get it, bro. Like they really. I'm just trying to relate a story. I'm just trying to relay the information. You know, I'm just trying to relay the information. That's all. I didn't ask for this. I really didn't. Now here he expresses his excitement at their work and then calls himself a perv as well. In an interview with CNN on Thursday, he repeatedly denied that he made the comments. Now, he has a history of controversial statements. Campaigning for lieutenant governor in 2020, he advocated for a complete abortion ban without any sort of exceptions and later expressed regret in 2022 for paying for his now wife to have one in the 80s. Now campaigning for governor, he says he supports a so-called heartbeat bill that would ban abortion when a heartbeat is detected, approximately 6 weeks, with very small exceptions, including the health of the mother. But writing as mini soldier in December of 2010, Robinson said he didn't care about a celebrity having an abortion. Quote, "I don't care. I just want to see the video." Is that what you call surveillance footage? Is that what he the surveillance footage? Is that what you're looking for? I don't know that genre even exists, with or without pizza. In another thread, commenters considered whether to believe the story of a woman who said she was assaulted by her taxi driver while intoxicated. In response, Robinson said, "And the moral of this story, well, there you have it. Just go ahead and put that on a t-shirt. Go ahead and put that on a t-shirt." He might actually be selling t-shirts outside the Panthers game by the time I get to the end of this story. I won't be there with him because I'm not falling into the tripwires. Robinson, who will become North Carolina's first black governor if elected, also repeatedly maligned civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr., attacking him in such intense terms that a user described him as being a white supremacist. "Get that effing commie bastard off the National Mall," he wrote in dedication of the memorial to King in DC by then President Barack Obama. "I'm not in the Klan. They don't let blacks join, but if I was, I would have called him Martin Lucifer," and that's another tripwire. They really trying to get me. They really trying to get me out here. I know that's another tripwire. I've seen it. I have seen it. Identifying mini soldier as Robinson in both the comments and his profile, he offered numerous details that align precisely with his personal history. In his profile, mini soldier listed his full name as Mark Robinson and disclosed a private email address Robinson used elsewhere online. In 2012, a user responded to a comment by calling mini soldier Mark. And shout out to that soldier. Oh man, because really he was a whistleblower. He was a whistleblower. He just wanted to make sure that it was documented for years to come. Just in case you ever decide to run for office, we got you. Yeah, we went ahead and got you. You know he was mad. Like, don't you call me Mark, it's Mr. Robinson. Mini soldier mentioned in 2008 being married for 18 years, which corresponds with Robinson's marriage to Yolanda Hill in 1990. And in 2011, he wrote he'd been married for 21 years. At least he knows math. Mini soldier wrote in 2011 that he lived in Greensboro, North Carolina, the same town where Robinson lived at the time and currently lives. And congratulations to Greensboro. Y'all hold this L from 2011 to 2024. In a post in 2012, mini soldier said he served in the Army in the 1980s during the time period as Robinson. And in his graphic comments detailing the showers in 2011, mini soldier wrote that his mother worked at a HBCU. Robinson's mother worked as a custodian at North Carolina A&T State University, an HBCU located in Greensboro. And I'm hoping his mother was no longer working there. I really hope she was no longer, because you just turning state's evidence right now. That is what I call a lack of institutional control on behalf of the mama and the university. Both Mini Soldier and Robinson often posted about the same topics online, including reviews for remote control helicopters, their attraction of specific celebrities, and their favorite Twilight Zone episode. The email, what are the odds? Really, what are the odds? The email address associated with Mini Soldier was also used by Robinson elsewhere online and social media. On the commenting platform Discus, a user who joined in April 2011 features Mark Robinson's photo under the username Mini Soldier. Really? And then you gonna go go to the news media and we got your photo by Mini Soldier. What we doing? He should go to jail just for stupidity. Like, I don't know that he actually committed crimes, but for the stupidity of putting his photo there, using the same email, using the same biographical information, and still going to the news media, he need to go to jail. Just for stupidity. America wants to reclaim his time. Usernames and email addresses from Discus were publicly leaked online in 2017. According to the company, CNN confirmed that Robinson's username on Discus shared the same email address as the one he used on Nude Africa. Robinson's Discus page also linked to the Black social networking site Black Planet. Let me find out Mark Robinson was on Black Planet. That was a low bar. My goodness. The web archive shows a user named Mini Soldier described themselves as 40 years old in February 2009, the same age as Robinson at the time and living in Greensboro, Robinson's hometown. Now, Robinson has also used the username Mini Soldier elsewhere on the internet, like on Twitter. He once used Mini Soldier, according to a screenshot he shared in February of 2018 and data in Robinson's old tweets. Boy, boy, boy. A YouTube playlist for a user named Mini Soldier features exclusively videos of Robinson. On Pinterest, a user Mini Soldier lists his name as Mark Robinson. And now, the Mini Soldier username has also posted reviews of products and places that Robinson has also publicly recommended. So it wasn't all filth. You know, some of it was fairly innocent. I wonder if he reviewed being lieutenant governor. That would be a good one. I would love to see that one. On Amazon, a user named Mini Soldier reviewed products frequently shared by Robinson on Facebook, including remote-controlled helicopters. Now that sounds innocent enough, but when you connect it to the shower story, all of a sudden that could be nefarious. I could see that could be problematic. The remote-controlled helicopters. I see what you're doing, Mark Robinson. You ain't slick. And the same email address and username used on Nude Africa also left reviews on Google for 2 local businesses Robinson later posted on Facebook that he used. Robinson's unique choice of language further links him to the alias. Uncommon phrases like gag a maggot, dunderhead, I don't give a frog's ass, and I don't give 2 shakes of it were used by both Mini Soldier and by Robinson on his personal Facebook page. In discussing Black Republicans in October of 2010, Robinson stated, unprovoked, I am a black nacho. There you have it. That same month, Robinson wrote in another post that he supported the return of slavery. Slavery's not bad. Some people need to be slaves. I wish they would bring it back. I certainly would buy a few. Ooh, oh, that is tough. I don't know if Mark Robinson knows the basis of who was slaves and who was not. That is going to be a very hard conversation for him. Really, it speaks to the quality of education that they're receiving in North Carolina, that he thinks that if slavery came back, he would buy a few. Oh, it's awkward. In March of 2012, Robinson wrote that he preferred the former leadership of Germany. Yeah, you're not going to get me. Not today. Over the leadership in Washington during the administration of Barack Obama, saying, I would take past German leadership over any of the S that's in Washington right now. Robinson's comments often contain derogatory and racial slurs directed at Black, Jewish, and Muslim people. In a series of 7 posts in 2011, he disparaged MLK, calling him a commie bastard, worse than a maggot, and a whole bleeping phony, and a huckster, that a user in the thread accused him of being in the Klan. Robinson responded by directing a slur at King, saying, I'm not, they don't let blacks in, but if I was, I would have called him Martin Luther Rabbit. In October of 2010, Robinson used the slur when discussing how he liked the show Good Times, developed by Norman Lear. And in discussing the Taliban, he disparaged Muslims. He also frequently used homophobic slurs, dropping F's with regularity. Now, I would like to quote myself in response to Marjorie Taylor Greene when she said that this does not represent the GOP, and direct my thoughts to all the people calling for Mark Robinson to stand down. What'd he do that y'all weren't down with before? I gotta ask, what'd he do? What did Mark Robinson do that wasn't in line with the person that he had been up until this point? What happened today that changed your opinion of Mark Robinson from this morning? Because for me, not a bleeping thing. Why don't y'all stand by your man, GOP? That's y'all's man. Why don't y'all stand by your man? Don't y'all like country music?
Without your bravery, we're all out of luck. You know this can't be denied. You gotta be special.
This MAGA on MAGA crime gotta stop. I mean, this is the second time in a week that we had to deal with this MAGA on MAGA savagery.
You know, she's just a bitch, right? She just really is a bitch. And the fact of the matter is, like you said, she says that she's spreading all this truth, but yeah, you're right. She's just spreading her legs.
And I just gotta ask, where are the MAGA fathers? You know, where are the MAGA fathers in the home, man? I guess that's just how they was raised. Huh? Why'd I go with Johnson? Oh, yeah, because it was in Charlotte. It's the Charlotte Hornets jersey, and this happened in North Carolina. No, that's why. Yeah. That's exactly why. This time, that's why. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and especially those of you that have liked and subscribed to the page. Did y'all know I had a website? I know, it's kind of old-fashioned these days. Yes, I have a website, reasewaters.com. There you'll find my most recent work, but also my past work if you want to know a little bit more about me. You'll also find a portal where you could sign up for my newsletter. You could also sign up by sending me an email at reese@reasewaters.com. You could also send me any suggestions for ideas, something I need to take a look at, or you just want to say hello. And by the way, if you go to the website now, you'll find a little something special. That's right, we got merch. There's mugs there, there's t-shirts there, there's hats there, repping street politics, troubled waters, and of course, racists of the week. Where would we be without racists of the week? I don't know that I would have any content.